So guys, in today's video, we're going to be talking about the biological functions of essential amino fatty acids. So essentially, what are essential fatty acids? Well, these are going to be these acids which are going to be obtained not from our, essentially they can be attained from our body. They're going to be obtained, as we know, from the diet. So now the diet consists of the animal, the plant, the animal, the plants, and the fish. So which part of these would come from? Well, I believe so. As these are fatty acids, essential fatty acids, they cannot be synthesized inside the body, so they would be polyunsaturated fatty acids. And as we know, the polysaturated unsaturated fatty acids, they come from the plants. So now, what are the source? That means, so let's just make it a bit simple in terms of the sources. So we can say that the animals, they're gonna have saturated fats. That means they can produce saturated, meaning single bonded fats. And then we have not only animals, but we have other ones such as plants. Plants, they can produce unsaturated fats. And then we can have over here they can produce they can produce they can produce unsaturated fats. And then the last one, which is the one we know is not plants, it's gonna be the fish. So these guys can produce unsaturated. So now from this one we get the essential fatty acids. This is the key. So I just want to give you guys a brief overview over there. Now I want to talk about what are the functionings of these essential fatty acids. So we're talking about the functioning. So functioning, first of all, you need to know that this is going to be about it's going to be related to growth. And whenever there's growth, that means the main thing is the skin. Skin cells, they really do reproduce, and when they do reproduce, regenerate a lot, quite a bit in fact. So it's going to be always the brain, the growth, and it maintains the skin. As you know that the skin epidermal cells, they will grow a lot, and then there's going to be the maintenance of the hairs. Now, once you have done that, then you're going to go to the cholesterol metabolism. And why does this have to do with cholesterol metabolism? Well, you have to consider the fact that these essential fatty acids, they have a lot to do with those prostaglandins. And what are prostaglandins involved? They were involved in many types of blood processes. For example, vasoconstriction, for example, platelet aggregation. So they're going to be not only cholesterol metabolism, which is on the membrane, and another thing on the membrane is going to maintain membrane integrity. And the next thing I want to talk about is prostaglandins. So what do prostaglandins include? Well, they're going to include prostacyclins. They can include prostaglandins. They can include different types of prostaglandins. They can include thromboxane. But I think one thing that they do not produce is leukotrienes. So let me spell that out for you guys, leukotrienes. And that's going to be produced by raw amino acid, but not by prostaglandins, if I'm not mistaken. And immunomodulation. Immunomodulation meaning anything that can kind of modulate an immune response. So I'm guessing over here, I'm not 100% sure. It could be chemotaxins or opsins, which can they can change the immune reaction in a sense. Now, what are the two types of fatty acids? Essential fatty acids, N3 and N6. So let's talk a bit more about N3. So the N3 essential fatty acids, what are they essentially? Essentially, N3 fatty acids are anything to do with anti-inflammation. So that's the key that you need to learn, and that's going to be just basics of everything we're going to. This is the basics of everything we're going to learn today. So anything anti-inflammatory, so your body wants that. So your body would want to obtain more N3 in comparison to N6, and I'll discuss that in a bit. So N3, what is the synthesis? N3 is going to be the synthesis of the prostaglandins. What are prostaglandins? Anything that would cause vasodilation and which would inhibit the clot formation, would inhibit the platelet aggregation. So that's why we would go with prostacyclins, because prostacyclins, they can cause vasodilation, and they can cause vasodilation, and then these can go and cause these can cause platelet aggregation, vasodilation. I just need to check this. So sorry, I was wrong here. It decreases platelet aggregation, causes vasodilation, and increased fluidity of the membrane. And it decreases the level of thromboxane AX2. Beneficial effects of the cardiovascular and the inflammatory and immunological cardiovascular, inflammatory, and immunological disorder, and it can probably cause the retard problem of cachexia. Cachexia is basically wasting syndrome, whereby you kind of lose fats, muscles, fat stores, muscle stores, protein stores. You just lose them all. So that's kind of the it's a wasting syndrome essentially. And what's gonna occur over here is that you lose like proteins, anything metabolitic, you really do essentially lose it, and that's about it all over here. That you can treat it with many different ways. So one of the ways in which you can essentially just treat it is going to be, of course, the next thing is going to be so that's all about I can tell you about over here. So I just want to recap. So prevents anti-platelet aggregation, prevents any type of like clot formation, prevents any promotes vasodilation, it increases permeability of the blood, and it causes of the membrane, and it probably causes the development of cancer, cachexia. Beneficial effects of the cardiovascular and inflammatory and the immune response. Very simple. Over here, opposite platelet, once platelet aggregation causes vasoconstriction. And you need this more because this is gonna be, and you want to get more of N3 because that's like a more of a anti, and this is gonna be more pro-inflammatory. So yeah, that's all I want to talk about this. I hope you guys found this informative. If you want to see similar content like this, please do make sure to subscribe. Thank you very much for watching.